Virgo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your mid-July reading. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. First, we're going to start out with some self-care tips as we are all, at least here in the U.S., I think everyone, we're feeling the heat here in the Northern Hemisphere. Everyone's been talking about that in my circles. Wow, I don't remember a summer this hot. So wherever you are, I hope you're staying cool. All right. Woo! Take the top two, they said. Take the top two. All right. Then we're going to get into the tarot, clarify, and end with a Herbal astrology card. Virgo. Welcome back, y'all. Hope you're doing well. Your past does not define who you are today. Gabriella Marigold Lindsay. Close your eyes and take 10 deep breaths. With each inhale, breathe in calm and peace. With each breath, let go of what came before. You are here now. Your path is in front of you. All right, so don't dwell in the past. Don't let it define you. You must hold your quiet center where you do what only you can do. Hajin. Choose stillness as an active practice of patience. It is okay to wait. You will get where you need to be. So this feels like letting go of the past and being patient with moving forward with whatever has gone on in your life recently. All right, let's see, Spirit, what's going on here for Virgo? Feeling a little bit of a heavier energy coming in. Oh, trying to restore your hope and faith, standing in your own sovereignty. Nine of Pentacles, the Star, Aquarian influence here. Really holding a higher vision for your path moving forward, Virgo. I like seeing that. All right. That sounds it feels very solid, but almost like you against the world kind of energy. All right, let's see. The Hermit. There you are. You're really leaning into your own. I feel like you're going inward as your source of strength right now. What's crossing you? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's this feeling of something's not enough going on in your external reality. Five of Pentacles is a feeling of lack. And when we feel that sometimes, that's when and oftentimes when this does happen, and this has happened in my life too, whenever I feel down about something, it makes me turn inward. And then you fortify yourself and you realize that's not true. This is when we rely on other things outside of us to feel whole. And then that need to go, wait a minute, Spirit's like, wait a minute, flip the script here, Virgo. You need to look within yourself. The truth really is that you are whole and complete and you are enough. If anyone is making you feel otherwise, then you've put too much of your power in someone else's actions, words, thoughts, behavior. All right, let's go into the challenge, the Moon. You might be uncertain about how you feel, or you have deep, we call them big feelings. The Moon is a big feeling energy. It's emotional energy. So something's making you feel a little emotional at this time. Recent past. Two of Cups. It's about how you express love between you and your external reality. We're going bigger than a connection, but I do see that there's some sort of trouble going on in a connection of yours. Someone that you share and exchange love with, romantic or platonic. But overall, what I'm picking up off on is you might be a fear of the unknown here around a connection. Or fear of the unknown with your life as a whole. And am I going to get what I want? Spirit saying, you have what you want. It is within you. That's the real truth. That is the universal truth. That in our hardest moments, if we will but look inside, everything we need is there. It's just removing the blocks that is preventing the flow of that, the remembrance of that. We are all paddling beside a stream, a river of forgetfulness, being in this 3D reality. Do you want to be in the water, or do you want to be watching the water? All right, the opportunity. Queen of Swords. Someone might be feeling a little prickly around you, or you might be feeling a little prickly around someone else and you don't like it. There's something that you're interpreting as, I don't like this. Opportunity, Knight of Cups. I like that, right? Softness, vulnerability, sensitivity, openness. Overall general energy, King of Cups. A lot of cup energy with the moon. You could be feeling very emotional at this time. There's an opportunity to really open up here. In practice, I started this new thing, y'all. And if you haven't seen it, it's called Soul Sessions. I'm plugging it a lot this first week. I don't know how much I'll be talking about it after, but I just wanted to bring it to your awareness if you haven't seen it, if you're not a subscriber. Every Sunday, I'm tapping into the collective energies and what might be happening in the spiritual currents for the week ahead and some guidance. In the book, also, we have a book club, and we all started reading this week, so you haven't missed the boat, a book called Energy Rising. And it's fascinating me because it's written by a neuroscientist about turning our emotional pain into emotional power. And it's so incredible. Like what I'm reading, I'm like, oh my gosh, where was this book 20 years ago? It's for people who are really ready to shift their emotional currency from pain into power, this book, and I'm seeing that here in this reading, that this book might be very helpful for you. So this King of Cups energy is beautiful. It's you showing me I'm practicing emotional intelligence. I'm bringing in my whole heart into something. Let's see why there's this overall feeling of needing to go inward and feeling lack, though. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. All right, it's gotten a little burr. It feels like it's gotten a little cold in here. Queen and King of Swords that can often be practical, very analytical, logical, but where's the heart? You could be feeling like, at least a connection that you have in your life where you could both be up in your heads, maybe even feeling the same things and not even realizing it. And there's this need to soften, Virgo. Showing vulnerability, especially I'm seeing a lot of men here. We have the male embodiment with the Hermit, the male embodiment, the Kings, and the Knight. So whether you're a male or female watching this is about the divine masculine and the wound in that, and going up into being more seemingly either disenchanted, disenfranchised, displeased, but from more of a stoic, so your expression, whether you realize it or not, may be around coming off a little bit detached. And then someone else is responding to that, or vice versa. Knight of Wands, Chariot. You might have an unreliable energy around you, Virgo. Let's see. King of Cups. I'm going where the cards are leading me today. Ooh, okay. Well, this is nice. Ooh, wow. Well, this doesn't make any sense because the current and crossing energy is suggesting that there's a downgrade. But the overall general energy, though. So you may be coming out of a pocket of time where you're not really connecting with a very important person in your life, whoever this is. It's just off. Something's been off between you. You couldn't even put your finger on it with the moon. But what I am seeing as the next few weeks progress, this might have a lot to do. Yeah, this isn't about the connection. This is about you transforming in your career. And I've been seeing this, Virgo. They're reminding me. They were reminding me the reading that I did for you at the beginning of the month, where you're triumphing, you're feeling successful, you're really kicking ass and taking names kind of vibe. And it's really, really like making you feel awesome. This is like your heart is full kind of energy, but from I did that, I succeeded, or I am successful. Look at me, right? And it's a feeling of pride and happiness and joy in oneself when you see your hard work paying off. And so I think that that's a big part of the frequency you're in. But then you take that energy, and I think when you take it home, there's this feeling of, I don't know if there's something at home that's kind of bringing you down. Or this could be fear, right? Fear of, well, what if I lose it? What if I lose it? I'll know more once I clarify this Two of Cups. Got a lot going on, Virgo. This is definitely a major transformation in putting your time and energy into your own material world and seeing it pay off. It's transforming your whole. That's another aspect of this book is when you start to gain more and access more of your emotional power and you shift away from the emotional pain of operating, that way of operating, it's deeply transformative. You see yourself differently. The person, you are not the same, Virgo. You're not the same at all. In a good way. Justice, yeah. And you're like, finally. You know, when you feel like you hit your stride and you're making more money or you're putting your time and effort into something and you're getting those accolades, whoever is your, you know, whether it's your social media followers, your customers, your work, coworkers giving you praise, your bosses giving you praise, increase in money and the transformative effects of that. Ooh, astounding. It makes you give yourself more love because you see more value out in the world being given to you, and then it can be very gratifying. But don't forget, Spirit is saying you have it within already. You already have it within you. Don't forget that. What's this Two of Cups in the past, Spirit? Why is it Two of Cups here? Ooh, King of Cups. Wow. Uh-oh. That came out in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh, you might be dealing with someone has a very wounded divine feminine aspect, male or female, which means they can be kind of difficult. I'll just say difficult. Difficult. It's hard to feel complete fulfillment because I think this person isn't fulfilled. So they may come off abrasive, non-communicative, and when they are, it's maybe like, leave me alone. I'm getting this in the past. You were dealing with someone who was showing up in their wounds because they weren't nurturing themselves and therefore showed up in the world in an unfulfilled manner. And I think that you were giving and giving and giving to this person. What's the Queen of Swords here? Yeah. This is, you know, it's funny. Today it was more about Connection Day. It's interesting how the energy shifts from day to day because this is definitely a very important connection to you, but things have gotten a little bit more, you're up in your head about things. I mean, Four of Wands is, you know, especially in this deck, it's happy home life. Whoever this is, it's someone that you share a dwelling with or you want to share a dwelling with. It's someone who's like home to you. They feel like home to you. I'm getting that. They feel like home to you. You might even tell them that, or they might tell you that. But for some reason, this divine feminine, it's from the past, it's going from really being in a, like, life is terrible, nothing's good, right? Woe is me, to they're not as in that place anymore, but they're not letting you in. Not letting you in very deeply here. But let's see. What else is here, Spirit? For the opportunity, the Queen of Swords. Ace of Swords. Clarity is needed here. And see, she's using, whoever this is to you, they're very boundaried at this time. Almost like they're shutting you out and like maybe saying, I need a minute, I need some time. This feels like a long-term connection that's going through a deep transformation, and because someone else is really, who's really been struggling on their path. And you know what? I've been getting this for you, Virgo, for a while. Like you've been holding steady while someone's been going through their own crisis. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be someone a friend, a roommate, a family member that has been very cold, downright almost nasty in the past, and I think you've been giving someone a lot of unconditional love. It could even be a child. What else do we have here? I think you're trying to get to the bottom of things right now. You're trying to manifest more clarity about what's going on. What's going on? You might even be asking this person, what are you thinking and feeling? And they could be, you know, kind of not really revealing a lot. I think it's frustrating you, especially why we have you kind of feeling like you're on your own sometimes. Like They're here today, gone tomorrow kind of vibe. There's a lot of truth that's being sent your way around this connection. You are in a heavy period of manifestation, and so are they. The clarity that's needed in order to. There's just this. I feel like someone's not completely connected to themselves, and it's really impacting the connection. Ooh, the Empress. The Empress. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's someone showing up with a wounded divine feminine. I don't have those notes with me, but there's so many ways that a wounded they're just not in a place where they're nurturing themselves. They feel apathetic. They could be just very cold. I'm getting a cold energy from this person for some reason, and you can feel it. These two didn't want to go back in. Yeah. Well, I do believe that there's just so much that I feel like this person isn't sharing with you. And it bothers, you feel it. And they pretend maybe that they're here, but they're not, because you can sense it. Virgo, you're the hermit. You can read between the lines. And I think you've been giving this person a lot of space and understanding, but it gets to you. So there might be some things that need to be cleared up the second half of July around nurturing this connection. And I think you're determined to bring things into balance, but I think that you may even be pushing the throttle a little bit the second half of the month to try to get some information out of this person about how to bring things into balance. Because we have the King of Pentacles is stabilizing and securing the communication and the connection, the connectivity, and nurturing and healing whatever's going on. This person it's on their shoulders, the work that needs to be done. And I think that you've learned through kind of carrying this energy along how to show up in a place where you're there, but not like over meddling. But it's hard. Yeah, some of you, this is a mother, son, daughter. Some of you, because this is the card of the mother, nurturing the child, right? Nurturing your children and the hardship over the worries about their stability. You might feel shut out by someone in your life right now for whatever reason, because they're going through something. And you just want to bring the love. You just want to love them. I feel it. It's hurting you. Knight of Cups. I feel it. I feel your genuine concern and your worry. Yeah, because there's blocks here. It's like they're almost not letting you in. Or reverse the roles as needed if this isn't you and it's the cross watcher watching. You're going to move past it though. Yeah. You're in a period of reevaluating a connection in your life that could be on pause right now. It doesn't mean that, and I don't see there is the death here. And there is the Seven of Pentacles, which is really reevaluating a connection. But I feel like it's not necessarily someone that you're like, it's over, we're done, and then you get back together. Some of you that might resonate, but this feels more like you're bringing so much love to a situation towards someone who's blocked. And it's been going on for so long that you're like, when is this going to shift? And Spirit is saying the best that you can do for yourself in the situation is not be overly concerned about how other people are showing up time and time again, because that leads to codependency. Then you're taking responsibility for someone. You're trying to rescue them. You're being overly concerned with their welfare. And I get it. If this is a minor, that's different. But if this is a partner, this is like, all right, you got to let them stand on their own 2 feet. And I think that the thing is that whatever is unknown and is the block in this, it's within them. And I do feel it. It's within them. And until they move past it and really start investing in their life in a fruitful way, it's like I feel like it's kind of exhausting you because you're giving and giving in a situation where someone seems to be pushing further and further away. And there's worry. And it makes you feel sad at the end of the day. But I do think that whatever has been blocking, you may be making some choices this month to try something different with this person. Try a new approach, because it's this approach here of mirroring their energy and being cold back isn't going to serve you. That's not in alignment with who you are. If you're responding to someone and following suit, it's going against you. It's going against how you really feel. So be vulnerable, be authentic, be true with how you feel. And that's not all for naught. Yeah, King and Queen of Swords. Now we're seeing that matching pair that I saw here. This is what you don't see coming. This is as we evolve into August. What's happening here? Show me. All right, yeah. All right, someone's gonna, yeah. This is, let's go out, let's have fun. Let's enjoy each other's company. So I am seeing they're perking up. They're perking up. They're perking up. What is this perking up? Page of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. Like, man, you've got someone who's really stubborn around you, Virgo. I don't know who this is to you, but they are stubborn. They're really disconnected from themselves. And it's making them show up in they keep showing up in this cold, like, boundaried, I'm fine, but you know they're not fine kind of vibe. Interesting. I can't help but read this as, you know, you trying to come into balance and make some important decisions right now. You're juggling a lot. I feel like you're juggling a lot with your work. You're very busy doing your thing. And you also have some difficulties at home that have been ongoing. So the best thing that you can do is make sure what we saw in the beginning, which is this, I want to point to this. Hold your quiet center where you do what only you can do, okay? Hold your quiet center. This person's going to come around. I feel like it's like you're playing the long game here. Stand in your own love and light and power. Yeah, but you got to bring in the warmth. I think you're back and forth because I think you're mirroring their energy. And as long as you do that, you're going to feel disconnected. It's like both of you, it's like you're connecting to the heart, then disconnecting from the heart. If they were all in, you would be totally connected. Can you be connected anyway? Because both of you aren't feeling what you need to feel in order to really make this feel like, you're together as a team. Whether you're BFFs or whether you're family members or whether you're lovers here. It's about really nurturing the connection and opening your heart and being determined to be loving, show up in love, be love. Because, as long as you go inward and you feel like, it's me versus them, they're never this, they're never that, they're always this, they're always that, you're going to get more of that. Because, when we are here's the thing, y'all, and people don't realize this as much as they need to. The more that we can stay at a higher frequency, the easier our lives will be, right? And if you're in fear, doubt, worry, less than, you're going to get more of that in your reality. If you're in love, light, hopefulness, joy, inside, it doesn't matter how other people are showing up around you. And that, my dears, is the lesson. That is the lesson. And it's so hard because we get enmeshed in other people's energies. Those connections that are closest to us will trigger every wound we have. It's why they're there, to help us almost reparent ourselves and learn from the traumas of the past, because something feels like it keeps coming up between you and this person. Until you go deeper underneath it into the psychology of it, the more it might keep being all pervasive between you and this person. This is about nurturing the connection and nurturing initially you. Nurturing you enough so where it's not about any external validation at all. Because you know how to nurture yourself. All right, what is the advice from Spirit? 2 of Cups. There's the love. They're saying you need to open your hearts. You need to open your hearts. I know that one person's really been lacking here because in the past, that's what happened. Queen of Wands in reverse. Someone who's unfulfilled with life will be unfulfilled in all ways, right? No matter how much love you give them. You can't love some way into happiness. You can't. They've got to find it out for themselves. Love someone into happiness is what I meant. That came out in reverse. Yeah, you know what? It's like you might be a little stuck here because the Six of Swords is moving on, moving forward. There's this, it's like Spirit might be sitting both of you down in a way where you both have to face these things that are going on inside of you so you can have a breakthrough in this connection. Yeah, and the way you communicate, only then will you triumph. So you got to bring the love in. It's like, and there might be something too lacking around the vulnerability and the softness and the tenderness. You could even be if this is a lover, there's the lack of affection, because the Page of Wands has shown up twice, and that is that spark, right? So this is that the spark needs to be revisited here in the tenderness. If this will only appeal to those of you who are thinking about a lover here. It's almost as though the boat ain't going anywhere until the two of you clear this up. The boat is there's no wind. There's no wind here. I feel like Spirit is actually making you both sit in it right now in the second half of the month so you can really start communicating and really join hands, right? You need to kumbaya this relationship. All right, y'all? Kumbaya this relationship. I've never said that. What is the Herbal astrology? It's interesting. I just did Taurus, and these both came out as more of a relationship type of vibe, so I had to go with it. Everyone else has been kind of in a different type of, you are really career focused, and I think it's making you feel so excited to get home, and you're like, yeah, and they're like, Debbie Downer, whoever this is to you. I don't know why they're raining on your parade, or it could be a parent raining on your parade, and you're like, why can't they just be happy for my success? Why do they have to it's like you're not getting it feels like you're not getting the external validation, and Spirit is reminding you don't need that. All right. But it still hurts. All right. I can admit that. It hurts. It does. But I wouldn't put too much stock in what other people think of you. All right. It's about what you think of you that matters. Keep staying in a high vibration, okay? Don't let anyone get you down, is what I'm saying here. I'm going to take the top one. Radiance, St. John's wort, because we have 2 Six of Wands here. Radiance. I think something tells me I've gotten this for you before. Number 2, which is the card of partnerships. Joy, warmth, resilience, happiness, understanding, manifestation, spiritual power, and protection. The Midsummer Goddess celebrates the multifaceted elements of life in a state of joyous abundance. Sorry, this is warm. In the multifaceted elements of life in a state of joyous abundance, reminding us that the wellspring of true wealth and healing is within. What did I say right in the beginning? St. John's wort is here to remind you to cultivate. Yes. I love St. John's wort, by the way. It's one of my favorite herbs. It makes me so happy when I see it out in the wild. St. John's wort is here to remind you to cultivate practices deep within yourself to experience this enlightening truth. Avoidance and distraction from this great knowing are unconscious habits that build up and manifest as scarcity, fear, and low moods that inhibit you from walking your truth. St. John's wort grants us the spiritual courage of fire needed to navigate the death of the old self. And we did have that death where you're going through this massive transformation in your work. It's glowing you up. And I think that you're taking it home, and it's like you're having this contrast between rising in one aspect, but things stagnating in another, and it's difficult. And I know how hard that is. But really, you're being reminded of the wellspring of true wealth and healing within, and the spiritual courage of fire that's needed to navigate the death of the old self, where you're no longer in a pocket of scarcity, fear, and low moods. And it doesn't mean that you never, ever experience that. But when you get there, you go, oh, I'm in it. Ha, and you laugh. You're like, oh, I'm there again. And you have the awareness, and you have the observer saying, oh, okay, I used to visit there. Not anymore. I used to go there. Not anymore. All right. Sending you love, Virgo. Take care.